Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where today I'll be tackling the next game in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon franchise with, instead of going with, the next logical one, which would have been either Explorers of Time or Explorers of Darkness, I decided to go with the enhanced version of those two, which is Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Now, I recently beat through the Red Rescue Team, and I'll have this is for the streamers, or for the viewers of my stream, where I will be putting those the gameplay clips on my channel eventually. I did stream some of it initially, but I eventually just did everything as just recording it my own time without actually streaming it. But I did finish the story anyway of the game. There's still a bunch of stuff that I want to do, but I'm not gonna sit there and record all of that and do all of the other side stuff or post-game stuff. But I am gonna focus today on now working on the next sort of generation of the games, which is the Explorers series. So I enjoyed playing the original Red Rescue Team quite a bit, actually. I was surprised at how much I liked it because I had never played a Mystery Dungeon game before, and that was my first experience. And I'm finding it kind of addicting. I wouldn't say that it's like super addicting, but I will say that it's addicting enough where I find myself playing for, I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours at a time without even realizing it's been 2 or 3 hours. And I get quite a bit of stuff done. I've been doing that more recently with Blue Rescue Team. Now that I've done Red Rescue Team, I figured I'd just do Blue Rescue Team on my own without actually playing through it while streaming or recording my reaction or anything like that, because it's essentially the same game. It is the same game. As Red Rescue Team, it's just now 2 screens instead of 1 screen. But I figured that if I was going to continue to stream or play through the Mystery Dungeon games, that I would then just move on to the next generation, being the Explorers games. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'm super excited about it. Now, one thing I do want to mention is, of course, this is sort of like a last minute, not last minute decision. I decided earlier today, but it was sort of last minute, where I just had to kind of like prepare everything here kind of last minute before jumping on stream, because I was at a party. But I'm here and I'll probably stream for a couple of hours, and then that'll be it for today. Let's see. Aside from that, I think that's kind of it. So now I'm looking forward to playing through this. I wonder what kinds of changes or enhancements they made compared to the original Red and Blue Rescue Team. I wonder if the core aspects of the game are still the same. Maybe some little things were tweaked to make it feel a bit more enhanced. I guess we'll find out once we get into it. I know one thing that has changed from doing a little bit of research for the first game was that at the point in which you access evolution is a little bit earlier, I think, than in this game than it is in Blue and Red Rescue Team. So I guess we'll find out eventually how that's gonna go and where that happens. And that's something that whenever I do release the gameplay, I will have at the end there, on the final little bit where I go to finish the game, at least the story anyway, where I unlock the evolution, where I unlock evolution period, and then I'm able to go on these adventures, I guess is what the game calls them, where I go through the dungeon using Pokemon that I've recruited, which that was something that I wasn't sure worked that way. I assumed that you always play as your starter, and then eventually you have to bring Pokemon along with you if you want to get them to level up and evolve. Kind of like how you had your partner Pokemon with you. Like for me in that game, it was Charmander. Kind of like that, where you have to bring the Pokemon along with you for you to be able to level it up and evolve it and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to then when I go to pick that game up again, to start going down the list and evolving Pokemon and maybe even have a living dex, which would be kind of crazy for a game like that, because it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna recruit Pokemon when you're in dungeons. But that's another thing. I digress though. But anyway, back to the main point here. But I am excited. To try this out and see what kinds of stuff that they've or what kind of changes and improvements they made to this game to make it, that little bit better than the original games. Now that the game is made, or that it's dedicated, or what's the word, that it's that it was made specifically for the DS, for dual screens, if they made that aspect better. Because now that I'm playing through Blue Rescue Team, that one's the DS version of that generation. What I've noticed is that on the top screen, they have all the team members that are with you in that dungeon. So if you recruit a Pokemon, they show up on that list. You see their HP and things like that. But then the bottom screen, where you see your character and you're moving around in the dungeon and everything, the map shows there. So I'm hoping that maybe with these games, one of the differences that one of the changes that they made was that the map shows up on a separate screen. Like maybe the top screen has where you can see your Pokemon walking through the dungeons, but then the actual map shows up on the bottom screen. I'm hoping it's like that, because to me, in my mind, that makes more sense. But I guess we'll find out now when we go to play through it. So let's go ahead and start up the game and see what this is all about. I'm hoping that it will be a lot of fun. And I guess there's an emphasis, speaking of, because I was just about to mention it, that there must be some sort of emphasis with the Skyform Shaman. Obviously, this game is called... Excuse me. Obviously, this game is called Explorers of Sky. And from looking at the God, it's like I've got this like burping up food and everything from earlier, or the gases, whatever, I'm burping. What I noticed from looking up the games earlier, nothing story wise, just more to do with like the Pokemon itself in this game, that Shaman, the Sky form of Shaman, only appears in this game. In like, in terms of the Pokedex and recruitable Pokemon and things like that. So I'm assuming there's going to be an emphasis on the Sky form of Shaman in this game. And I'm going to skip all this now because I just want to get started. So there is a save file, because this is a game that was owned by someone else before me. And I did back up the save file for safekeeping. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Actually, let me see. Is there a other? Oh yeah, delete save data. Yeah, so I'm gonna delete the save file. 103 adventures, 36 hours, 34 minutes, and all of those, I guess, partner Pokemon with the Skyform Shaman, right there, just right of center. There's Manaphy, Regigigas, Darkrai. I see the infamous Primal Dialga, and then the shiny Celebi also, which is pretty cool. And then Groudon, and then another Pokemon. But yeah, I will go ahead and delete that, and we'll start from scratch. Now, one thing that I did when I started Red Rescue Team was that I purposefully tried to get Bulbasaur as my starter because I wanted the first time I play through Mystery Dungeon, playing the first game in the franchise, to start off with the first Pokemon in the Pokedex, right? And then I wanted Charmander to be second because it's the second uh, evolutionary line that shows up in the Pokedex. So I'm going to answer these questions truthfully, and whatever Pokemon I get is what we get as our starter. Now, as for the partner, I'm just going to pick whatever I feel like fits with the Pokemon. All right, so let's see. This is the portal that leads to the world inhabited only by Pokemon. Beyond this gateway, many new adventures and fresh experiences await your arrival. Before you depart for adventure, you must answer some questions. Be truthful when you answer them. Now, are you ready? Then let the questions begin. Did you play Explorers of Time or Explorers of Darkness? I have not, because I wanted my first experience with this generation of Mystery Dungeon games to be on the enhanced version, so I'm going to say no. What's your studying style? So working hard every day. If I remember to, I just cover what I need to. I can't really do it alone. So typically in school, I would just cover what I needed to, as opposed to studying everything and then only needing like half that information. Your friend offers to treat you to dinner. What do? I'm there. Allow me. Thanks. I would say I'm there. You take off your shoes to realize your socks are two different colors. What do? I probably wouldn't get embarrassed. I would probably think, again. But then my thing would be, has it happened before if I'm saying that? And then, I mean, I wouldn't have meant to do that unless I did it on purpose, but I don't know, I would probably put again, I guess. Have you ever thought of that? Wait, what? Have you ever thought that if you dug in your backyard, you could find a buried treasure? Not really. Once you've decided something, do you see it through to the end? Sometimes, maybe more than half the time, but I mean, I guess I would say yes. Do you like karaoke? Hell no. Do you think it's important to always aim to be the best? No, I don't think, and this is like for anyone out there to give you life advice. Never try to be the best unless you're trying to be like the CEO of a company or to even start your own company. Do great, but never push yourself to be the best, because then someone's going to try to outbest you and then you have to try to outbest them, and then it becomes a never-ending cycle. Like unless you're a super competitive person, don't always try to be the best. Be great. Just don't be the best unless you really want to. So no, I don't think it's always important, or that it's important to always aim to be the best. Like no one ever was. You want to reveal that you like someone a whole bunch. What do? Show it a little by playing together. Make it obvious by playing a prank. State it clearly for all to hear. Keep it to yourself. It's too risky. Wow, I'm really revealing myself here, but I don't know. Like I would say that I would state it clearly, but not for all to hear. Like if I like someone, I would tell them straight up, hey, like, you know, I have feelings for you. I like you. Assuming that it's talking about romantic feelings, but I wouldn't make it, I mean, I would probably make it obvious also, but I wouldn't play a prank. I would just drop hints. I wouldn't keep it to I mean, there are times where I have kept it to myself. But I wouldn't say that I do that for the most part. Like in the past, when I've liked a girl, I've usually made it clear in some way, or I've said something. So it's between these two. but I wouldn't play a prank, and I wouldn't say it for everyone to hear, for people around me to hear or anything like that. But of the two, I would probably pick that one, the third one. Are you male or female? I am male. And now your aura will be analyzed. Your aura is the energy that you radiate. Relax, calm yourself. And now press your fingertip gently on the bow. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Your aura has now been identified. Okay, your aura is... If I get a non-traditional starter Pokemon, that'd be kind of funny. A vivid pink. Thank you for answering all those questions. You seem to be the bold type. You're so brave and you never back down from anything. And you're also gutsy and brash in a way that others aren't. You're not shy about asking to take home all the leftovers at restaurants, right? If someone's treating you to dinner, you have no problem with ordering lots of good stuff. And you aren't fazed by doing things that most others would think twice about doing. Perhaps you don't even notice when others are upset with you. You know, you have the potential to become a truly great person. I mean, I notice that people are upset about me if I do something or say something, if it offends them, but because you'll be the last one standing. So a bold type like you, Turtwig. Okay, I like Turtwig. Why not? Will be a Turtwig. Okay. And finally, who will be your partner? Choose the Pokemon you want for a partner. So I think that, logically speaking, I want someone that's going to be... Oh, I only have a handful. Okay. I want something that's going to be a good type matchup against... Or not a type matchup against, but something that would be kind of the opposite in terms of typing. So that way the coverage is a little bit better. So Turtwig would eventually become a grass ground type. It makes sense to go with Charmander because Charizard is fire and flying, which are perfect opposites. The thing is that I already chose Charmander before, but I don't like any of the other choices. Like to go with Turtwig anyway. Oh no, I have okay. What am I saying, dude? I have another page. I thought this was the only page, but again, Charmander does make perfect sense for the reasons that I stated. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't go with Cyndaquil because Cyndaquil is my starter in Blue Rescue Team, and Mudkip is the partner in that game. Part of me maybe Torchic. I could also go with Chimchar, which both would eventually become firefighting. I don't know. I will probably pick... Torchic is female. Personally, I would prefer a male partner also. Because anytime I play through a Pokemon game, I always get male partners, like male team members. Like if I get a female Pokemon that spawns for a Pokemon that I want to get, I just keep doing encounters until I get a male one. So I don't know if so I'm not gonna go with Torchic. I feel like I should probably go with Chimchar. And it is the 4th generation. I mean, there's firefighting, or I can go the opposite route, get Piplup, Water Steel. I mean, that's not a bad combination, though. Water Steel is not a bad combination. A lot of resistances. But I mean, then again, it's not going to evolve until later in the game, if I choose to evolve it. So I don't know. I don't know. It's like, do I like Chimchar or Piplup more as a Pokemon? And then the other question is, do I like Infernape more than Empoleon? Or vice versa? I don't know. That's going to be tough. I can't choose a grass type. I have no grass type options because I'm a grass type. You know what? Let's go. I'm going to go Piplup. Why not? Yes. I'm not going to nickname him. I don't like nicknaming Pokemon. Yes. Okay, that's it. You're all ready to go. You're off to the world of Pokemon. Be strong, stay smart, and be victorious. All right. Man, that only took me 20 minutes to decide that. It was more like 10 minutes, but you know. Are you okay? No. Don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on. No, I can't. Hold on. So is this how we find out that we're a Pokemon? By the way, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I am playing this on an actual DS, by the way. I'm not playing on an emulator. This is a 3DS with a capture card in it. And it's the actual game. I paid like $150 for the game. Last year, but still, I paid $150 for it. Complete in box. So this is the authentic experience. Ugh. I mean, the game already looks nicer. Where am I? I can't. Drifting off. No. I refuse to be paralyzed by this any longer. This is it. I have to steal my courage today. And steal as in like metal, not steal as in to take. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Those foot. Wait, what? Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is Piplup's. The footprint is Piplup's. What? That was too shocking. Phew. I can't work up the courage to go in after all. I told myself that this is the day, but I thought that holding on to my personal treasure would inspire me. I just can't do it. I'm such a coward. This is so discouraging. So you're just going to waddle off? Hey, Zubat, did you get a load of that? You bet I did, coughing. That little wimp was just... wow. That little wimp that was pacing around had something good, right? That wimp had something, that's for sure. It looked like some kind of treasure. Do we go after it? We do. So is that going to be our little rival team then? All the Krabby using bubble. Oh wow, what a pretty sight. When the weather's good, the Krabby come out at sundown to blow bubbles. All those bubbles, catching the setting sun's rays off the waves. It's always beautiful. This is where I always come when I'm feeling sorry for myself. But it makes me feel good to be here, like always. Coming here is uplifting. It cheers me up. Hey, what's that? What's going on over there? Is there already a crowd of Pokemon? Oh no, it's just me. What? Someone has collapsed on the sand. What happened? Are you okay? Ugh. You're awake. That's a relief. Where am I? You weren't moving at all. I was seriously worried. Do you remember how you ended up unconscious out here? I was unconscious? What happened? Well, I'm Piplup. Glad to meet you. And who are you? I've never seen you around before. What? You say you're a human? You look like a totally normal Turtwig to me. It's true. I've turned into a Turtwig. Actually, let me turn up the volume. I just realized that my volume is a little down. Get it up a little bit to 75. There we go. Beautiful. But how did this happen? I don't remember anything. You're a little odd. Are you pulling some kind of trick on me? You're telling me the truth? All right then. Your name? What's your name? My name? That's right. My name is... And then we got to decide. Okay, so... Just like before with Red Rescue Team, and I did the same thing for Blue Rescue Team, is I named myself for... after the game itself. So I'm going to call myself... probably just EOS for Explorers of Sky, because I put Red RT and Blue RT for Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. So I'll do the same thing here. So E, lowercase o, capital S. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. EOS. Is the name EOS okay? Yes, it is. Oh, EOS is your name. Okay. Well, you don't seem to be a bad Pokemon, at least. Sorry that I doubted you. More and more bad Pokemon have been turning up lately, you see. Many Pokemon have gotten aggressive lately. Things have grown somewhat lawless. Speaking of... Ouch. Well, I do beg your pardon. Hey, why'd you do that? Or why'd you do that? Heh, can't figure it out? We wanted to mess with you. Can't face up to us, can you? Can't face up to us, can you? What? That's yours, isn't it? No, that's... Sorry, kiddo. We'll take that. So I guess our first mission would be to try to take it back, right? Not gonna make a move to get that back? What's the matter? Too scared? I didn't expect that you'd... Wait, what? I didn't expect that you'd be such a big coward. Come on, let's get out of here. See you around, chicken. Imagine if I had picked Torchic. That would have been very funny. Oh, what should I do? That's my personal treasure. It means everything to me. If I lose that... No, there's no time to waste. I've got to get it back. Hey, can I get you to help me? Really? You really help? Dude, it's going to be weird trying to read all of this like quirky dialogue. Thank you. Let's go quickly. I swear I can read. Okay, so head for the stairway. As you go, you can attack enemies by pressing A. Enemies won't move or act until you do. All right, so P is the world's money. Save it up to buy useful items for your adventures. And that's it, okay. All right, cool. So actually, I should probably look at the actual screen for this, because in the game here, it looks like it's 30 FPS, but then you guys are gonna be seeing it at 60 FPS on here. Okay, so they still. Oh, you know what? I could probably. Let's go to settings, maybe. So use anywhere. Menu only off. I guess menu only. Okay, no, top screen. I would like the map. Yeah, let's do map. Why not? Clear map. Sure. Or no map. Well, let's see how that looks like without doing anything else. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So much better. Okay. All right, cool. So we'll stick to that. Now, just like before with Red Rescue Team, I'm just going to play through the story, and then once I play this, like once I finish the story and the credits roll and everything, that'll be my experience with the game done, or my playthrough of the game done, for for uploading the videos online or for streaming and things like that. But for me to play for me to continue playing the game after I've done that will still happen. I eventually want to beat these games and try to do as much as possible and have all the Pokemon and whatnot, but I'm not gonna do all of that on camera. That would be just way too much. You can carry one item. The items you find on the floor have a variety of useful effects. If you find an item, open the menu with X, then use the items option to see what it does. Actually, one more thing I want to do too is, oh, that's interesting. One thing I want to do with the game is to make it a little faster, and then I don't know what that is. All right, that should be fine. All right, cool. So one thing that I'm going to be doing, of course, is exploring all the rooms. So that way I can just grind for items early on until I have to go through a dungeon with, like 3 or 4 missions where exploring everything is going to... what's the word? It's going to become kind of a hindrance, and if it's to a point where I'm just going to be flying through the dungeons just to get the objectives that I need to do done, like to complete the missions that I've gone out to do, then I will skip out on exploring everywhere and collecting items. I'll just go straight to the next floor once I do come across the stairs for that. So here it says an orange berry restores HP. If you want to use the berry, open the menu with the X, select it in the items inventory, then select eat. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to read all of the stuff here if it's not necessary, because if it's still a lot of the same stuff as before, then I'm not gonna worry about reading the more obvious things like how to use items, unless something changes. In some areas, you will see a ground tile with a green arrow. It's called a wonder tile. Step on it to heal any stat changes. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay, wait, so I have to use X. Okay. If I want to use a move, that is. Because before I can just press B and do it, but I have to press X in this game. Wait. 1 item inventory? Huh? So are you telling me that I either have to buy inventory space or I have to wait to unlock where I can have like 20 items in my bag like before? I hope I don't end up hating this game for that reason, because I'd be kind of mad if that's the case. Oh, third Pokemon. Okay. Because, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. If I can't, you know, carry more items. Have questions about anything? You can check out quick hints by opening the menu with X and selecting others to find the hints option. Okay, well... items? I mean... right when the team member goes to on standby, so be sure to give new members a held item. Time some items. And held. When a berry is held, however, it will be eaten by the Pokemon when needed, such as an orange berry. I really, really hope that I'm not gonna hate this game just for that reason. I'm gonna look that up. Because I can't conceive that I can't carry more than one item. Because then it kind of defeats the purpose of exploring in this game. Beach Cave Pit. Huh? Hey. Well, well. If it isn't our old friend, the Big Chicken. Give me back what you stole from me. That's my personal treasure. It means everything to me. Treasure, you say? So that thing really is valuable, huh? It could be worth more than we'd hoped for, I'd say. We ought to try selling it. Who knows? It might get a good price. All the more reason not to give it back. What? If you want it back that badly, come and get it. Okay, let's see, because for strategy purposes, I'm not going to move forward. I'm going to attack for them to move closer. So that way I can then do damage on this turn. And then do that again, knock him out, and then he knocks him out. We got roughed up. But blast it, how did we get wiped out by wimps like them? Bah, here you go. Take it then. Don't think you're so awesome. Your victory was a fluke. Yeah, you just remember that. Oh, it's my relic fragment. Am I ever glad? I actually did manage to get it back. It's only because you agreed to help me, EOS. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. I only helped because I happened to be there. Was that the right thing to do? I guess so. This Pokemon is clearly grateful. It's nice to be appreciated. Here's what they stole. This is a relic fragment. Well, at least that's what I started calling it. But this relic fragment, it's my precious treasure. You see, I've always liked legends and lore. I always get so excited when I hear tales from the past. Don't you feel the same way? Hidden troves full of treasure and strange relics. Uncharted territories veiled in darkness. And new lands just waiting to be discovered. Such places must be full of unimaginable gold and treasure. And history. Wouldn't it be amazing to make historic discoveries? That's what I always dream of. It's all exciting to me. So one day, I happened to come across my relic fragment. I admit that it looks like junk, but take a closer look. See? That inscription forms a strange pattern, doesn't it? It's true, there is a strange inscription. I've never seen a pattern like this. There must be some significance to this pattern. This relic fragment must be the key to legendary places, to areas where precious treasures lie. Let's see, what's up, Fabled Phantom? Explorers of Skies stream? Yes. In this economy, yes. I'm excited. I finished Red Rescue Team. I didn't stream the rest of it, even though I did for like the first half of the game, but I did finish it a few days ago. So I was ready to take on the next game in the series. At least that's the feeling I get. That's why I want to join an exploration team. This fragment must fit into something, somewhere. I want to discover where that is. I want to solve the mystery of my relic fragment. So earlier I tried joining an exploration team as an apprentice. But I chickened out. What about you, EOS? What are you doing to it? Or what are you going to do now? You lost your memory, and you somehow transformed into a Pokemon. Do you have anywhere to go and stay after this? If not, can I ask a big favor? Would you be willing to form an exploration team with me? I'm convinced that I can form an effective exploration team with you. So will you? Please? Whoa, what should I do? I'm getting recruited out of the blue. I don't know what an exploration team is. What should I do? Should I join this Pokemon and form an exploration team? Yeah. It's true, I do have nowhere to go. I don't have any clue what I should do next. I guess it wouldn't hurt to team up with Piplup for now. Maybe I'll eventually discover who or what I am by hanging out with this Pokemon. Okay, that's settled. Yes, really? You'll form an exploration team with me? Yes, thank you. We're going to be a great combination. Let's make this work. First, we should go to Wigglytuff's place and sign up as apprentices. That's where we need to train to become a first-rate exploration team. I'm sure the training will be very tough, but let's give it our best. Yeah, I gotta figure out this whole item thing. And so, Piplup and EOS formed an exploration team. This turned out to be their very first step into many fantastic realms of adventure that awaited their arrival. There's that symbol. Okay, while I'm waiting for this little thing to happen, let's do a couple things. One, let me do my daily Duolingo because I need to do that. Second, let's see. I'm gonna put yes, but let me do this here right quick. This might take a minute, but yeah. So, Fabled Phantom, if you're still here, why is it, if you know off the top of your head, why is it that in the first games, Red and Blue Rescue Team, your item storage was 20 items? It was between you and your, well, actually, no. It was your 20 item spaces, and then your partner can hold one Pokemon. But why is it that in this game, you seemingly only have one space for items? That to me doesn't make any sense. Now, if I can increase my storage, then that'd be great. Because I sure as hell wouldn't want to play through an entire game where I can only rely on having one item with me at all times. To me, that just doesn't make any sense. But if you don't know the answer, that's fine. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. I just find it very inconvenient at the moment. But let me finish this here real quick. And then we'll continue here. Let me just do this. All right, cool. Duolingo done. I've got a streak of 1,131 days. That's insane. I do believe you may be able to increase storage as you climb up the ranks as an exploration team. I feel like that's something that shouldn't be a thing. Like, why is that a thing? Why would they limit you to, like, I understand if they may be limited to like 5 items, like 5 item spaces in your bag. But one? To start off with, one is kind of insane. Maybe now when I go to see Wigglytuff, I might get some kind of upgrade to that, but I can't conceive that that's how they decided to do that. Let me see. Your active dungeon item bag capacity is fixed at 48? What? What do you mean 48? You actually have a total capacity of 24 item slots, which eventually expands to 48 slots as you rescue team ranking. Okay, so maybe for the purposes of it being the first dungeon, you only get 1 item that you can carry. But I guess now, chapter 2, the new guild recruits. Okay, maybe now when I start the game, I'll have the standard amount. That's so weird though. This is Wigglytuff's guild. To form an exploration team, you need to register your team here. Then you have to train until you become a first-rate exploration team. Yikes. Isn't there something just a little odd about this place? No? Or no, I've got EOS with me this time. I have to be brave. Pokemon detected. Okay. Piplup. Okay, that's what I read earlier. No, I have to be strong. You may enter. Someone's with you. So get that stranger to stand up there. Or to stand up there. They probably meant you. They said to stand up here. There's a grate covering the hole. It's made so that no one can fall through. Still, it's really strange. It looks like it will tickle my feet or... Hey you, stranger, get on the grate. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? The footprint is... What's the matter? Sentry? Sentry? What's wrong, Sentry Diglett? That's funny. Okay. The footprint is maybe Turtwigs? What? Maybe. But it's not a footprint that you normally see around here. Ugh, that's pretty crummy. Checking the footprints of visiting Pokemon. That's your job, isn't it, Diglett? Yes, but I don't know what I don't know. What? Are they arguing? Sorry to make you wait. Well, it's true that you don't see any Turtwig in these parts, but you don't seem to be bad. Okay, good enough. Enter. Yikes. Let's see, I just got the new Xerneas from the Chaos Rising set. It looks so pretty. The new Xerneas. I don't even know what that card looks like. Let's see. Xerneas. The Chaos Rising TCG set. Oh, the full art one? Yeah, it looks nice, actually. Yeah, it's pretty sick, actually. Really nice. I love the full art cards so much. Yikes. I'm so nervous, so jittery. But I'm glad we're finally allowed in. My heart's pounding, though. Okay, let's go in. There's a hatch that leads underground here. Wow. So this is Wigglytuff's guild. So many Pokemon. I wonder if they're all on exploration teams. Excuse me. A Chatot. It was you two that just came in, right? Yes. I'm Chatot. I'm the Pokemon in the know around these parts. I am Guildmaster Wigglytuff's right-hand Pokemon. Now, Shu, leave the premises. We have no time for salespeople or silly surveys. Off you go, if you please. No, that's not why we're here. We want to form an exploration team. That's why we came. We want to be trained as an exploration team. What? Exploration team? It's rare to see a kid like this want to apprentice at the guild, especially given how hard our training is. Surely the steady stream of Pokemon that run away from our rigorous training proves how true that is. Excuse me? Is exploration team training that severe? What? Well, no. It's not true in the slightest. Our training program for exploration teams is as easy as can be. Well. I wish you had told me up front that you wanted to be an exploration team. His attitude suddenly changed, didn't it? Okay, let's get your team signed up right away. Follow me. Oh, anything wrong? Come on, over here. Quickly, please. This is the guild's second underground floor. This is mainly where the apprentices work. Team registration is this way. Come along, please. Wow, we're 2 floors under the ground, but you can see outside. Oh, please, hush now. Well, yeah, because it's probably the cliff. The guild is built into the side of a cliff. Yeah. It's only natural that you would be able to see outside. Oh. Now, here we are at Guildmaster Wigglytuff's chamber. On no account, I repeat, on no account should you be discourteous to our Guildmaster. Guildmaster, it's Chatot. I'm coming in. Guildmaster, I present to you 2 Pokemon who wish to join our guild as apprentices. Guildmaster? Guildmaster? Hiya. I'm Wigglytuff. Is this a shiny Wigglytuff? Because it has green eyes. And they usually have blue eyes. That or it's just the wrong color from the devs. I'm the guild's guildmaster. You want to form an exploration team? Then let's go for it. First, we must register your exploration team's name. So tell me your team's name. Oh, our team's name? We didn't think of that. So what do you think would be a good name for us? Pokepals, that's the default name. I'm gonna do what I did last time and just put the name of the region of the generation. I don't know if this region itself has a name. I'm just gonna put Sinnoh, cause I'm basic like that. Actually, let me put in lowercase. But yeah, I'm basic that way. Yeah, because I put Kanto or Team Kanto, or I don't remember. It was something like that. So the Sinnoh team. Why not? Yes. Sinnoh, Team Sinnoh. Yeah, that's a good name. It suits us. Well, yeah, we are Sinnoh starter Pokemon. All settled then. I'll register your team as Sinnoh. Registering, all registered. Congratulations. From now on, you're an official exploration team. I present you with this in commemoration. Oh, okay, that's how I'm going to store all my items. Perfect. A Pokemon exploration team kit. Yep, it's what every exploration team needs. Quick, open it up. There was an explorer badge inside, and a wonder map, and a treasure bag. Yeah, there are all sorts of great items in here. That's your exploration badge, or explorer badge. It's your official team identification. And there's the wonder map, which is a wonder of convenience. Finally, there's a treasure bag. It lets you carry items you find in dungeons. Your successes as an exploration team can lead to bigger and bigger space for your treasure bag. It's a very wonderful bag. Have a peek inside your treasure bag. Yeah, the thing is, with the original game, I think you can only carry, I think it was either 20 or between 20 and 24 items. I can't remember the exact amount, but I think it was like maximum 24. And you couldn't, or as far as I know, you couldn't expand the bag, but maybe there is a way to do it, but I honestly, I can't remember. The special band was inside. A fuchsia bow was inside. Oh, that's the pink one from when I started the game. Those two items are special. I'm sure they will help you on your adventures. Thank you. We'll do our best. Yup, but you're only apprenticing right now. So do your best to train. We will. Let's always do our best, EOS. I wonder if this Wigglytuff is the same Wigglytuff from the first game, where you have to buy the friend areas from and other stuff. This is your room. Great, we get beds. You will live here while you work for us. Things will start getting busy for you tomorrow. So rise early and start living up to our code. Don't stay up late. Get to sleep early tonight. That is all. Okay. They look so weird. Dude, honestly, I can't wait to get into some of the later games that are like, well, I am gonna miss the pixel art of the first couple of games, like the first 3 generations of games. I do look forward to doing like to getting to Super Mystery Dungeon, which I think is the first 3D one. Or no, is the other one. What's the other one called? It's the Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. I think that one's 3D. Like 3D models as opposed to pixels. That pixel art. So I don't know. Whichever one is the first of the 3D era. I wonder how that's going to look like. So that, and then of course the Rescue Team Deluxe later on. Oh, are you still awake? My heart's been racing all day today over every little thing, but I'm glad I finally made myself come here. I thought Wigglytuff would be scary, but he seems pretty friendly. We're going to experience all sorts of things tomorrow, starting tomorrow, but I'm not very scared. In fact, it's the other way around. I'm super excited about the adventures we'll face. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Let's give it our all tomorrow. Okay, good night. Now I'm suddenly apprenticing at the guild. I gotta admit, it's pretty exciting to be in an exploration team. And it's fun to be friends with Piplup. But first things first. Who am I? How did I turn into a Pokemon? How did I end up unconscious on that beach? I'm feeling sleepy too. Well, thinking about it won't help right now. I better focus on the guild's work for now. If I do that, well, everything should become clearer eventually. I'll surely get to the bottom of this in time. Now, the thing is, with playing this game, because I'm playing the enhanced version of the generation between the Explorer games, I don't have anything to compare this game to. It's kind of like when I played my very first Pokemon game, period, which was Emerald. I got the enhanced version. So when I played Ruby and Sapphire for the first time, I expected certain things to be a certain way from Emerald. But things were slightly different, and it threw me off so much. So I'm wondering then if I eventually play Time and Darkness, if I'm going to notice some differences in those games. All right, let's see. The next morning. Hey. Hey there. Rise and shine. Ugh. My head is pounding. What a ridiculous loud voice. It almost blasted my eardrums. Oh, it's Loudred. Why are you still asleep? Wake up. Ugh. My poor ears. Come on, snap out of it. I'm Loudred, and I'm a fellow apprentice. If you're late for our morning briefing, you'll be sorry, so move it. Guildmaster Wigglytuff has got a big temper. If you make him lose it, yowee. Yowee. That would be one very scary scene. I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. Yeesh. So anyway, I'm not about to get into in trouble because you rookies got up late. So get it in gear. Let's see. Okay, no, it's still the same message. Ugh, my ears are still ringing. What did he say? Something about getting ready? Oh yeah. We signed up as apprentices. Got apprentices. I can't even freaking speak, dude. We signed up as apprentices at Wigglytuff's guild. That's right. But that means, we totally overslept. We've got to hurry. You're late, rookies. Hush. Your voice is ridiculously loud. Everyone seems to be present. Very well. Let us conduct our morning address. Guildmaster, the guild is in full attendance. Dude, those eyes. Thank you, Guildmaster. Please address the crew. Is dude still asleep? Psst. Guildmaster Wigglytuff never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, you got that right. Yep, looks like he's wide awake. His eyes are wide open, but he's fast asleep. Thank you, sir. We all value your words of wisdom. Okay, Pokemon. Take our Guildmaster's words of wisdom to heart. What words? Finally, let's not forget our morning cheers. All together now. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. 1. Don't shirk work. 2. Run away and pay. 3. Smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, get to work. Hooray. Interesting. Hey, you shouldn't just be wandering around here. You two, come here. But yeah, I like that the map is, like the overworld map is on the top screen. Kind of like how they did with Blue Rescue Team. You're just beginners. We'll have you start off with this assignment. This is the job bulletin board. Pokemon from various regions post job requests here. You're aware that bad Pokemon are cropping up in greater numbers, right? Yep, because the flow of time is getting messed up. It's wreaking havoc, right? Or wreaking havoc. Which is why lots of bad Pokemon are appearing. The flow of time is getting messed up? Time, as in hours and minutes? Do they mean something has gone wrong with time here? And because of that, more and more bad Pokemon are popping up? What's going on here? Precisely. Time getting out of whack has caused an outbreak of bad Pokemon. Perhaps because of all that, we have noticed an increase in the number of jobs. Or because of all that, we have noticed an increase in the number of jobs. In addition, and it's unknown if this is because of time's influence, there has also been a mass outbreak of mystery dungeons. Mystery dungeons. Hey, he said the thing. It's like the Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry, it's like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like, and he does the whistle thing, which I can't do. It's like, oh, he said the thing. You know how we get my relic fragment back yesterday? Or actually, it's more like the Fantastic Four 2015 meme where it's like, say that again. It's kind of like that. The place where we found it was a mystery dungeon. A mystery dungeon changes each time you go into it. There's a different layout and different items every time you enter. If you faint in the middle of a dungeon, you lose half your money. You can even lose half your items or more. I don't remember if they explained that in the first game, to be honest. That's why I was like so confused when I lost my items, like in the late game. I was like, wait, why am I losing items? I didn't know you can lose items in this game. So they finally, at least that I've noticed, they finally explained that part. Finally, you get kicked out, or finally you get kicked outright. Or you get, wow. I can't even speak, dude. Finally, you get kicked right out. They're very strange places. But every time you go inside one, there are always new things to discover. They really are fantastic places to go exploring. Well, you're quite informed, aren't you? That makes things much easier for me to explain. Jobs all take place in mystery dungeons. So, let's look for a job that you should perform. Ah, yes, maybe this will do. Oh, really? Let's read it. Hello, my name is Spoink. An outlaw has run off with my most prized possession, my precious pearl. That pearl is life itself to me. I just can't seem to settle down if that pearl isn't in its proper place atop my head. But I've heard my pearl has been sighted. It's said to be in a rocky bluff, but this bluff is reported to be extremely unsafe. I could never go somewhere so frightening. Oh, friendly readers, would you be so kind as to go to the bluff and get my pearl? I beg your help, exploration team members. From Spoink. Wait a second. We're going to fetch an item that someone dropped? I would rather do something that's more of an adventure. I'd rather look for treasure or explore unknown places, things like that. Hush. Yikes. It's important that you rookies pay your dues. Wow. Now pay attention. I'll repeat the warnings again to make sure they stick. You'll be forced out of a dungeon and sent back here if either of you faints. You'll lose half of your money, and you could lose half your items or more. You'd best be careful. So you can lose at least half, probably more. If you've understood all that, I suggest you get on with the job. Okay, so first actual dungeon. This must be the bluff's entrance. Spunk's mission description said the pearl is deep down on the B7 floor level. It sounds like a seriously dangerous place. Let's be careful. Let's do our best. Drenched Bluff. What a name. Some items like bows work only if held by a Pokemon, so use the give option found under the items section of the menu to hand it over. I didn't read the first part, so I missed part of that, or half of the thing. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so that should be good then. It's crazy how you can find fossil Pokemon so early in the game. Like, you would think that fossil Pokemon would be post-game Pokemon. Kind of like how in the mainline games, fossil Pokemon are like they're Pokemon that you get like maybe a quarter of the way through the game, but then you can't revive them usually until a little bit later. So having where I've had already 2 fossil Pokemon show up in the first 2 dungeons is kind of funny. Oh, that make that 3. So both Anorith and Lileep show up in this one. Alright, so that's it. Not much to explore there. But I can't recruit mission objectives or... No, I guess not yet. Well, I guess I have to unlock recruiting first. I have to get to a point where I can recruit Pokemon. So eat an apple or a gummy if you get hungry. If you get too hungry, you'll risk fainting before long. So keep an eye out on your belly in the menu. Oh, and Pokemon have genders. I wonder if they have gender differences also in this game. Like would you be able to notice a gender difference for like a Sudowoodo, for example? Or would you notice the gender difference of like a Scyther or Starly or anything like that? Like Pokemon that would have distinct features. Because then that makes completing the living dex a little bit more difficult, because then you're gonna have to catch more of the same Pokemon if you want to get the genders for the different forms. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's about experience points. I know how that works, so I'm good. Apple. Wow, I just realized. What do you do with a dead chemist? I don't know why I didn't see that before. It doesn't show up. That's so weird. It doesn't show up on my stream software. Your comment about that. But then on the actual YouTube stream, it shows up there. So if you're still here, Fabled Phantom, I did not even see that at all. I don't know why it didn't show up over here. That's so weird. So here come the gummies. All right, before I go, I'm gonna check to see where this pathway goes. A Chingling. Beautiful. That's it, just an orange berry. Okay, time to go back. All right. I guess I'll go up first. Good, because it was dead end already. Ah, come on. That's it? That's not much. Ah, great. Dude, how does it have so much HP? Come on, there we go. All right, let me eat an apple. Oh, it was a big apple, not a regular apple. What's my 12? Okay. I'll wait. Oh, I can't carry anything else. Okay, let me eat this. And then we also eat an orange berry. Dude, really? So you could have just left him alone, Piplup. Dude, the mud slaps didn't help. Okay, Piplup, don't attack. Thank you. Okay, before the Chingling catches up, I'm gonna go to the next floor. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. This must be Spoink's pearl. Let's hurry back with it. Thank you. That pearl must be propped on my head, you see. I missed it so much. I just couldn't settle down without it up there. So I was just boinging and sproinging everywhere. That's why I'm covered in dings and bumps. But thanks to you, that long nightmare is over. You have my sincere thanks. So I got a protein. You also received a calcium. The treasure bag is full. Would you like to throw away an item? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the heal seed, I guess. You threw out the heal seed, okay. Well, I guess once I unlock the ability to use the Kangaskhan storage, it'll probably be where the items will just automatically go there. $2,000. Wow. Oh wow, 2,000 P. All this money is for us? Of course, of course. That's nothing compared to my pearl's value. Farewell. We're rich. we get rich, or we got rich just like that. Well done, team. Now hand that money over, if you please. Huh? Most of the money from jobs goes to the guild master, you see. And your team's share of the money comes out to this much. Huh? We keep only 200? That's awful. Well, that's the guild's rule. You simply have to accept it. A chime echo now. Everyone, thanks for waiting. I finished making dinner. Come on, dinner's on. That was weird. I've never seen that in my life before. That is crazy. I'm done eating. Excellent meal. I'm stuffed, and now I'm getting sleepy. Yep, I'm off to bed. Good night, gang. Good night. Listen, wasn't today hectic? So much happened, but I'm relieved that our first job was a success. It was really upsetting how Wigglytuff's guild took most of the money. That's just the cost of training, I guess. We can't do anything about it. But what made me really happy today, though, was getting thanked by Spoink. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to sleep. Let's try our best again tomorrow. Good night, EOS. The scream. The next morning. Up and at 'em. It's morning. Ugh, good morning, EOS. Yes. So I just Just walk out, I guess. And 3. Smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Hooray. Oh, you two, still wandering around lost, it seems. Well, come with me. I wonder if there will ever be a point where you keep all the money. Like, I'm sure there's like some stuff going on in this guild that you then eventually, you know, keep all the money whenever you earn money. Huh? Last time we did a job, it was from the board on the other side. Correct. Today we'll have you do a job listed on this side. How is this different from the board on the other side? Take a closer look. Oh, look. There are posters up here that show a variety of Pokemon. Wow, they all look pretty cool. Are they famous explorers? Who are these Pokemon? The Pokemon posted here are outlaws. They're all shady characters, and they're wanted for committing crimes. Oh no, they're outlaws? Correct. So there are bounties on their heads. In other words, there is a cash reward if you capture one. There are so many aggressive Pokemon around these days that everyone's finding it hard to keep up with the problem. Wait, you're telling us to go catch these outlaws? You can't be serious, that's not possible. Just joking. The bad Pokemon out there come in all shades of badness. Some of those Pokemon are completely wicked through and through. But there are also bad Pokemon who are merely petty thieves, so you've got evil to naughty and everything in between. I'm sure we can avoid giving you a job catching a super bad Pokemon. I don't even know if I read that sentence correctly. So you look over these posters, then pick a Pokemon that looks weak enough for you to bring to justice. You say some are weak? But they're still bad Pokemon, aren't they? I'm scared of dangerous Pokemon. It's all part of your training. You'll work through it, I'm sure. But I suppose you needed to be prepared to confront a tough opponent. So I'll have some Pokemon give you a tour of the facilities. Hey, Bidoof. So I guess like a Makuhita dojo thing. Yup. You called? Ah, Bidoof. Hey, these are the new recruits that just joined us. Take them and show them around the town. Yes, sirree. By golly, I'll do just that. This is Bidoof. He's one of your fellow apprentices. I want you to pay attention to what Bidoof says, or has to say, and follow his orders. Off you go. Ah, shucks. I'm overjoyed. What's that? I'm glad to have members junior to me. I'm almost overcome right now. I might just blubber with happiness. Before you all signed on, I was the most recent rookie. Well, I'd show you around. Wow, I can't even read again. I can't even freaking read. Well, I'd best show you around. Come with me, please. First things first. Here we have Krogunk. But to tell the truth, I don't have any idea what that Pokemon's up to. He always seems to be fiddling around with that big cauldron back there. It's all a mystery to me. Over this way is the mess hall. And if you look that way, you'll find the crew rooms. And this here leads to the Guildmaster's chamber. Next, I'll guide you both around places outside the guild. I hear you can make a record of your adventure at that watering hole. Usually you make a record of your adventure by going to your bed at the guild. Seems you can make a record of your adventure over there too. By golly, it's a handy spot when you want to record your adventure frequently. But record like save? Like to save your progress? I guess we'll find out. This is the main square for the local Pokemon. It's called Treasure Town. Oh, I can tell you about Treasure Town too. That over there is Duskull Bank. You can save your money there. And that over there is the Electivire Link shop. That's where you can do things like link moves together, but it looks like as if Electivire isn't here today. Oh, the Kecleons. Or the Kecleon. Because all Pokemon names are spelled the same, singular, plural. Here we have Kecleon Market. You can buy and sell items here. And there's Kangaskhan Storage. Kangaskhan Storage. I don't know why I said it the way I said it. Items stored here will never be lost. If you have precious items that you can't afford to lose, store them here before you go on an adventure. And those are the basic places that exploration teams visit. So I'm gonna make a beeline for the storage, so that way I can store things that I don't want to keep on me right now, that I don't want to lose. And that should do it. You sure know a lot, yes sirree, and that's good to know. Alright then, come find me when you're all ready to go. I'll give you a helping hand with selecting the right outlaw for you. Thank you, Bidoof, you've been really nice. Golly, you're embarrassing me. Oh, shucks. I'll be waiting at the guild's upper underground floor for you. Okay, let's go. I'd like to see what kinds of items are available. Let's go to the Kecleon Market. Before we head back, a visit to the Kecleon Market is a must. Well, let me go store my stuff, because I needs to do that. Hello there, welcome to Kangaskhan Storage. Store. Please use more than one item or R and L to select everything. What do you mean? Like if I do this? Wait, what? I don't know. I'm just gonna store everything. Yes. Okay, stored away. You can count on me. Honey, anything? Nope, that's it. Alright, so I guess we'll check out the Kecleon's store here. Welcome to Kecleon Wares, where you can find orbs and TMs. Ah, very well. Take a look at my merchandise, all chosen with pride. God, why are TMs so freaking expensive, dude? Okay. Oh. Ah, little Marilyn Azuril. Welcome, my young friends. Hello, may I buy an apple? Oh, most certainly. Marilyn Azuril bought an apple at Kecleon Market. Thank you, Mr. Kecleon. No, thank you, my young friends. You are to be admired. You see, those delightful children are brothers. Lately, their poor mother has fallen sick, so those youngsters come and do the shopping for her. It's quite remarkable. Though very young, they've stepped up and taken charge. Mr. Kecleon. Oh, what's the hurry? What makes you return in such a rush? There was an extra apple. We didn't pay for this many. Oh yes, that, young friends, is a gift from me and my brother. Please share it among yourselves and do enjoy. Really? Yay, thank you, Mr. Kecleon and Mr. Kecleon. Oh, not to worry, my friends. Do take care on your way home. Okay. We're sorry to bother you. Thank you so much. But then suddenly... what was that? dizzy, or am I? Help? So the first game had to do with a Gardevoir, like getting in our dreams and stuff. What was that? I'm sure I heard a shout for help just now. Did that shout come from you? Is something the matter? Hey, Azrael. What's going on? Hurry home. Yep, I'm coming. Wait up. Are you alright? Yep. We're done with our shopping. Now we gotta we gotta look for an item we've lost. Let's get going. Yep, I'm coming. Ha, those little guys are cute. Oh? What's the matter? Huh? Did I hear a shout for help just then? No, I didn't hear anything like that. Hey, Kecleon brothers, did you hear anything strange just a moment ago? No, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't hear anything odd either. It sounds like the Kecleon brothers didn't hear anything odd either. You must have imagined it. No, I'm positive that I didn't imagine it. I definitely heard it. That shout that I heard. There's no mistaking it. That was Azrael's scream. Are you daydreaming? Let's move it. Let's see what kind of items this Kecleon has. Okay, so I can buy apples, 5 pebbles at a time. I can buy gummies. That's cool. I'm assuming these items might change every so often, because I feel like this shouldn't really be it. Like maybe some of them might be there all the time, like apples and the Geo Pebbles, but some of these other items like the gummies and the berries and the seeds might revolve. That might rotate, but I don't know if they rotate like after every dungeon run you go on, or if the game keeps track of the internal clock of the system, and then every day at midnight it'll refresh. I mean, I honestly don't know how that works. I guess we'll come back and see if the items have changed. Oh. What's going on here? Yay. Thank you. Please, it's nothing. What's going on? Oh, hi. Some time ago, we lost an item that's pretty important to us. We've been looking all over, but we haven't found it yet. Then Mr. Drowsy came along, and he says he may have seen our lost item somewhere. We even offered to help us. He even offered to help us look for it. We're so happy about this. Yeah, that's great for you. Thank you, Mr. Drowsy. Oh, please. I'd have to have a cold heart to ignore kids in need. I can't turn a blind eye. Let us be on our way to begin our search. Whoops. Excuse me. What is that? That Drowsy sure is a nice Pokemon, isn't he? I'm impressed. I wonder if there's something off about that Drowsy. With more and more bad Pokemon around, it's hard to do good deeds. It's happening again. Another dizzy spell. If you keep being difficult, it will mean big trouble for you. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What was that? It would be nice if those little guys found their items soon. Huh? What's the matter? You're looking awfully grim. Hmm? You want to tell me something? What? You had a dizzy spell. Then you saw Azrael being threatened by Drowsy? So you want to go rescue Azrael right away? It's an emergency? Well, what you described does sound like an emergency, but well, it's not like I don't trust you, but I just can't believe it. After all, Drowsy seemed to be a sincerely nice Pokemon, didn't he? I watched the three of them go off earlier. They looked like they were having a good time, didn't they? You're probably just tired. Maybe that's why you just had that bad daydream. Was that it? Just a bad daydream? But come to think of it, that Drowsy didn't seem like a bad Pokemon. Anyway, we're only apprentices. I keep saying apprentices. Apprentices. My goodness. Anyway, we're only apprentices. We can't go. Anyway, we're only apprentices. We can't just go do whatever we want. Sure, it's worrying, but we have to concentrate on our guild work for now. Let's get ourselves ready to explore. Then we should find Bidoof. Bidoof's supposed to be waiting for us on the guild's upper underground floor. Let's go. These totem poles are kind of cool. Alright, let's see what this dude wants. Huh? Are you folks all set and ready to for some exploring? Oh, yes, sirree. Reckon you all are ready. Are all ready. Reckon you all are all ready. What the hell? And then let's pick ourselves a lawbreaker for you to find. Well, you've got your pick. Wait, what? Well, you've got your pick of this sorry bunch of characters. Let's see. Which should we pick? As your mentor, how about I do the choosing? Don't choose anyone too scary. Yes, sirree, I hear you. Let's see. Eeny, miny. Stand clear. Updating listings. What's that? What's happening? Oh, the data setting. The data's getting updated. It's being updated? Yikes, did you see that? The panel flipped over. What's going on here? The Outlaw Notice Board and Job Bulletin Board are set up on revolving panels. While the panel is flipped over, a Pokemon named Dugtrio swaps out the old jobs with new jobs. Dugtrio. Updating the... he tunnels his way to our guild. When he flips the panel and updates the data, or then he flips the panel and updates the data. This duty doesn't get noticed much, but it's very important. That's why Dugtrio takes such great pride in the duty he does. Oh, is that so? Update complete. Oh, looks like he's done. Yes, sirree. The data is updated. The list of outlaws has been refreshed, so let's pick one. Huh? What's ailing you? Why are you shivering all of a sudden? Why should it be the Drowsy? It's not cold here after all. Ugh, look at this. At the top, on the left. It is. Dude. I'm just as much of a sidekick as that Drowsy is. It's Drowsy. He's a wanted criminal. We have to get moving. Azrael will be in danger. Now, what's going on? Where are you all off to? Look, there's Meryl. Meryl, what's the matter? Where are Azrael and Drowsy? Yes, about them. After we all left, we went looking for our lost item together, but I wound up all alone when Mr. Drowsy went somewhere with Azrael. I called and called, but they didn't come back. I got scared. So which way did they go? That way. so a new dungeon here. You think Drowsy and Azurill went in this direction? Yes. Oh, the Drowsy and Azurill you saw in your dream. You were saying you saw them in a mountainous place, right? I get the feeling that they're up ahead here. Let's get going. Mount Bristle. Okay, after this little mission, I think I'm going to call it a night for the stream. Spinnerack. Dude, how strong is this Spinnerack? Are you kidding me? Just like that? Lost? Unbelievable. That didn't go well. This won't be easy. Let's break for today. That was stupid. What happened? I'm going to skip some of this stuff here. All right, round 2. All right, I'm going to play a little bit smarter and just use actual attacks. There we go. Because I also just got cornered by so many Pokemon that first attempt. Okay, so I wonder. I just don't know if the Pokemon have gender differences. Dude, that's doing so much damage. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Okay, you know what? I think the smart thing to do is to grind up a little bit in the other dungeons first before continuing with the story. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then come back whenever I'm ready to take on Mount Bristle. All right, so I'm gonna end it here, guys, for the stream. So it's already been 2 hours. Wow, or almost 2 hours. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Call it a night, and I'll pick this back up again tomorrow. I'll probably stream a little bit earlier in the day, like 12 or 1 o'clock Eastern time. Which one's my room? That is not my room. But I'll do some grinding for that before then, so that way I can, you know, get something done when I go to stream tomorrow. All right, in the meantime, thank you guys for being here, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care and have a good night.